try to start off every video with a acknowledgement to the spirit with the capital S, acknowledgement to the universal Father, first source and center, which y'all know him as God. But there are many gods because God made sons. He created sons. And the most known son, to your recollection, is the one we call Jesus Christ, the one the Christians call Jesus Christ, here on earth. God made many sons, and they were of divine creation, meaning their origin is God. All things' origin is God because everything came from him and spread out through all creation. He was the first. He has no beginning, he has no end. He's always eternal, self-eternal. And he created from himself and of himself different creations. And they all perform different duties. So, like I say, I want to first give acknowledgement and in honor to the first source and center and his universe, divine creations. Something on the screen is getting on my nerves. Let me get a red light or something. Hold on. I'm cleaning these off when I was working the janitorial. I have to go to the office spaces and clean the laptops off and there white folks. So give thanks to the one who deserves our worship and our thanksgiving. Jeez. God is not a religion like we were taught. Religion is man-made. Don't get me wrong. This video is not about religion. It's not going to be philosophical like a lot of my videos are, which I love. That's my main thing is philosophy, the human construct, the mind, the soul, the spirit, how we act as a result of these three things: mind, body, and soul. Spirit, four actually to me. They all serve a function, and we're not this body that we see looking at us in the mirror. We're not that. This is a shell, which I'm definitely gonna hit on that very hard in this video. In fact, it's basically talking about. I'm basically gonna be touching on the frailty of life, of this physical life, and Um, how the youngsters today, and even when I was young, my generation, we did it too. A lot of casualties, this is a worldwide thing. It's not just limited to one community or one, you know, death is not racist. Uh, you white folks run around here like, they the dominant, uh, they are uh, worthy to be uh, in the front, and they this, they that, they self-appointed uh, gods with a lowercase g of this planet, this world, and it's not. They are actually on a genetic uh, and spiritual, uh, cosmetic scale. They are really the opposite at the bottom, if not missing off the chart altogether. But so yeah, give thanks to the Creator, Source and Center, for His goodness and His love. You know. That being said, I'll speak on just how much society has desensitized our youth, and just people in general. But I'm a black man, as you can see, so I'm speaking about my people. Just like other people speak about their people, speaking about my people, we seem to be suffering the most destruction um, in this country, self-inflicted and uh, uh, white man oppression. That being the source of our self-infliction. Anyway, I got videos on that, whatever. So I'm not here to debate. When you're speaking truth, you don't have to debate. I don't need your approval. I don't need some white person to say that's right, that's wrong, that's not. That's what we need to stop doing, black people. Stop getting into these back and forths with these devils, man. That's giving them false acknowledgement. If you can argue with a king, the longer you keep that king in your presence, you feel somehow equal to him. Don't argue with lesser minds. Let's not let them say what they're gonna say. You make your point and you keep on going. They have desensitized the youth today to the point where social media, everything that they take, they're so accustomed to death and dying and destruction. That's all you see on the internet. It's all you see on social media. Excuse me. And it's to the point where now that it's almost like they're so desensitized to it that they don't even believe it's real. Like somehow it's an illusion that they can come back from, and you're not coming back from death on this level. Ain't no line you get in after you leave this earth. You you know you get in the line to come back to this earth right where you was at the time of your destruction, the time of your demise, or the time of your death. You come back in that space and be like, man, I ain't gonna do that no more. And you just pick up where you left off and go back to your family and friends and pay your fines and your fees. And your body is not a vehicle. It's not a something tangible that you can wreck and get it fixed and get back rolling. Yeah, your body suffers damage. Some of it can be fixed. That's what they got hospitals and doctors and specialists for. Thank God for those with integrity. Yeah, you can break your arm, get it healed. Eventually break a couple of bones, they heal. Shot, stab. I mean, you can cause injury to this flesh, and it can be healed and fixed depending on the severity of it and what happened. So I'm not saying that the body can't heal. It can, depending on what happened, depending on the severity of the damage. Car, have a fender bender, fender fall off, okay, bumper fall off you. Ooh, go to the junkyard, blah blah blah, get your new bumper, woo, woo, you back chilling. No big deal. Sometimes it's more severe. Sometimes it's not as just easy as wrapping your arm up in the cast because you broke your arm. Sometimes that car can get totaled and you can't drive it no more. But in the case with a car, vehicle, you got insurance, you get you another vehicle. Can you get back on the road? This body, once you total this body out, ain't no insurance company on the face of this earth, probably in this galaxy. Well, I ain't gonna say that because different dimensions, different levels, different abilities. So I'm gonna say ain't no insurance company on this planet that can grant you your life back and say, man, that was a terrible accident. You died, but we brought your life back. Go and be safe. And I'm coming back from that. So the youth play with their lives like it's a joke or a video game. Like you can pause it, rewind it, fast forward, start over. Mm-mm. So they live reckless because they somehow don't get the full comprehension of finality. Like you said, they rather they have dumbed down destruction and death to something as simple as putting the face of their loved one or their friend on the t-shirt. Put them on a t-shirt and taking a bunch of pictures in the hood like, this for my boy, this for crying, get high and drunk, what they gonna do, and go on with their life like like that person's life wasn't significant, wasn't worthy enough to live, to enjoy on this earth. It's almost a sense of, it's like they all got a death wish. The wicked spiritual, low level spiritual energy entity that's working behind the scenes on this planet uh, encourage destruction, encourage human destruction and death, especially to the black man, black youth. But like I say, death is not prejudice. So, white man, you know, even with your stupid racist beliefs and ideologies, false ideologies, They still throw dirt on y'all too. The cemetery take it off. You know, you die with your racist views. You know, that don't preserve your life. How you feel, how you think about another person or another people, that don't add nothing to your physical life here, the physical years you have here. You know, eating healthy, doing the right thing, trying to take care of this temple as much as possible, keeping this clear, your mind. Um, those are the things that help preserve this flesh. And even with all that, you still can't. You still have to transition from this life to the next through a channel that they call death. So getting back to the destruction point of it, because spiritual death is nothing to fear. It's really a transition. It's all this misconstrued and all of that. So we have to get more knowledge on spiritual matters. But saving that for another video. The youth, in terms of how little value they put on uh, their life, and how it's almost like a game. It's like they wake up not appreciating the day that they have before them, the life that they have present in them. They don't appreciate it. They like walk right past it, look right over it, and go out here in society and live as if though uh, they are the champions of death, like they control death, or they somehow have their own lives in their hands. Fragile, bro. Fragile. Like I say, after all that crying and that's it. On this level, that's it. You know, and just looking at the way they live out here, flying through traffic. Keep that in mind, because that's what I'm gonna get around to. I'm gonna hit on that. Driving reckless, out here, with the guns and the, shootings, and just playing with their lives, man, and other people's as well. Almost like they want to destroy others with them. They don't care nothing about their life, so they're looking at those of us who do care about our lives, like, let's get them with us. Let's take them too. That's what the devil does. That's what the negative spirit does. That's what the negative energy does. It tries to recruit as many excuse me, uh, victims as possible. You know, don't care about those that already, whose minds that already have damaged. It want those who trying to vibrate on a higher level, those who trying to seek wisdom. That's who it want. You know, the prison, the jailhouse don't worry about who already in there. They don't worry about the inmates that's already there. They want those of us who are so-called free. Let's incarcerate them. We ain't worry about the ones we already got in the cage. Let's try to get these ones out of this free and get them in the cage. So they live reckless, man, and it's sad, when by the time they realize it's not a game, it's too late. Pretty much too late. So see him out here laughing, joking around, playing, listening to they uh, low vibrational music, the the devil's music. And I say devil music because I'm not talking about from a Christian perspective or none of that. I'm just trying to put it in words and terms that you can relate to. Because y'all not woke yet, so a lot of y'all, so I'm putting it in terms you got to spoon feed folks until they're able to eat on their own. So I'm just only using that because that's a term y'all can relate to. But listen to devilish music, simply meaning listen to low vibrational things that are not feeding their spirit, just keeping them captive in a low vibration. And when you're in a low vibration, when you're living in a low vibration, uh, you react to that. You live as such. High vibrational people are striving and thriving for light and freedom, uh, not just here on this plane, but far beyond. Low vibration, it's all material. It's all material based. It's all physical based. It's the here and now, right here. You know. So listen to that music and stuff is keeping them uh, stuck on the ground where they can't rise. And so when you caught up in that, you don't act like that. So when you see them flying through traffic, when you see them doing dumb shit, on the internet and all that stuff, it's because their frequency is so low. They literally can't see the reality. They're blinded from reality. You know, they're blinded from reality. So, and they live as such. It's a lot of different factors that you have to take into account um, as well. That contributed to this type of behavior, this mindset with the kids out here, the youngsters out there. I'm trying to be as peaceful and calm as I can because y'all know how I go. With dumb shit, y'all know how I go. Because I love my black people, man. I love my black people. And I hate the self-destruction that we inflict on ourselves. I hate it. Uh, but I'll never give up. I believe that's my life's work. So the niggas out there on dumb shit. And these hoes out here on the same thing. How the fuck you riding with a nigga who's putting you and possibly your children at harm's way, calling it fun, exciting? Gotta wake up and strive for more. Youngsters, y'all gotta strive for more. Cause you only hurt. I mean, you hurting your family and friends initially, but after that, life goes on. They gotta still do what they gotta do to continue to survive on this earth. Yours over. Like I be saying, ain't no coming back from that, man. Last night, man, I'm coming from the bar, watching the game, chilling. I get to my street, or I turn and park or whatever. I see lights down ahead, sirens, and like emergency vehicles or police. I thought somebody pulled over something. See a bunch of lights. I'm still a little ways from all the actions, the activity going on. And like I said, I normally turn and come down my street and come back and park. But I said, let me go down here and see what's going on down here. Close I got, the more lights I saw, the more like, damn, something bad must have happened. Must have been first thing I'm thinking. Some niggas had a shootout or something. Somebody got shot. Somebody got killed. Thinking some niggas in a car probably, shooting at each other and off a crash or something. And it was, some gunplay shit. Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't that. Later found out it wasn't that. It's as stupid and tragic as that is too. It wasn't that though. Uh, Found out it had been a MVA, as they call it, motor vehicle accident. And when I tell y'all, I got the video of it on my phone. I can show y'all if I saved it. Yeah. I can show y'all what I saw last night. That's that's Gravois, Highway 55. As you can see, it's a lot of police activity. You know, and I'm just and I'm normally not into all this film and stuff and going live. I ain't even put this on Facebook. I ain't put this on no social media. It's still just in my phone, because I'm sure as many people who was there, it's all over social media now. But this is what uh, I came home to. Not my home. This is what I pulled up on my way home too. Man, I'm sitting up recording like some of these folks who can't record. But yeah, ambulance over there. You got police over there. The Jack in the Box lot filled with polices. Um, just a lot of activity, man. So something uh, not too good has happened. Definitely something. Uh, you from just looking at all of this. Before anybody told me anything, I already knew somebody lost their life. Motherfucker they was supposed to hit. This asshole right here. What I say? Let me see what I restart. But if some old dumbass niggas doing some ignorant ass shit, probably had a shootout or something, hit everybody but the motherfucker they was supposed to hit. This asshole right here. You can't make me stop. It's this self-destructive attitude, man. Everybody want to be famous. Yeah, nigga want to be a celeb. One more for the norm. Nigga, what the fuck is you finna do up here, blood? Look at this asshole right here. And some of these cars, I think I found out later. That asshole right there was probably family or friends of it. This asshole right here. But it is some shit. Can't nobody mind their own fucking business. You did? He still can't mind this shit. Sad, man. Sad. Yeah. Look at him. Your fuck ass on. Very, very heavy police presence, as y'all can see. About 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm very close to it at this time. Like I said, this is what I saw pulling up, man. Oh, fuck ass on. Get your fuck ass on. Everybody want to be on the news. Nigga, get your fuck ass on, bro. I think this one I turned around on the motherfucker. Like, get the fuck on. Got killed. There go the niggas. There go the goofy ass niggas right there. I love my peoples, man, but niggas will cause motherfucking havoc in their own motherfucking people, in their own communities against their own people. And this is exactly was the case. I later found out. What happened out here, blood? And see, this is reality. This is reality. This ain't no some fuck ass song. This ain't no video game. Shit. Whatever happened, which I'm finna tell y'all in a minute what actually happened. This is final. I got an ambulance right here. It's final. Whoever was involved in this situation, they over there with straps. Damn. What happened, bro? But there was some old dumbass niggas doing some ignorant ass shit. Probably had a shootout or something. Hit everybody but the motherfucker they was supposed to hit. So, hold on. So I'm gonna go on and try to bring this thing to a close. We're going to eat. Hold on. What's up? How this looking? This one's a little light. As y'all can see from that video footage, it was serious. Wasn't no joke. Wasn't no joke. Okay. So as you can see in the video, I'm by myself. I'm standing on the corner literally, and I'm filming all of this stuff. Still not knowing, as you can see, I was steady saying probably this will probably happen, or maybe this. I still didn't know what happened. I was partially right. It was some dumb shit. Could have been avoided. That makes it worse. Come to find out, y'all, my neighbor, white lady, she saw me standing there filming. She walked. You know, we speak to each other, you know, when we pass and driving through the alley or whatever, because I park in the back of my building in the alley next to this business. And they allow me to park there, whatever, as long as I'm gone before they open up in the morning or whatever. That's cool. I'm gone anyway, most of the time to work or whatever. Anyway, she's my neighbor adjacent from me on the other side of the alley. They see me out barbecuing sometime. I see them out with their family, kids in the pool chilling. So, you know, ain't never been no issues, whatever. So she saw me standing down there. She walked down there and introduced herself. I'm like, okay, yeah. And I was like, what happened? You know, and she said, what she told me, man, was it really it broke my heart. As angry as I was and frustrated as I was about dumb shit that our people do to ourselves, just reckless shit. Turns out, wasn't no shooting at all, but several people died. Yes, I said died. It was a fucking motor vehicle accident. She said a truck was flying down gravel. Well, she heard it because she said she was in her house in her yard or something. So let me say this too. So she gave me her version of what happened, and I'm gonna go with hers because she was the first one there to shed some light on the situation. So okay, she said a car was flying at a super high rate of speed down gravel, going towards 55 and 70. You know, you take Gravois down and you take it all the way down to the highway. You can get on the highway. You can either stay to the left and keep on around Gravois till it turns into Tucker, or you can merge right and it'll take you on the highway. So it was, she said, if the vehicle was coming towards the highway, So you know it's a light right there at Russell. It's the A1 walk, it's the Jack in the Box, and that all sits on the overpass of 55. Because 55 run under that overpass of Gravelway right there. And it's a light sitting there at Russell. Because Russell and Gravelway kind of do this. You know what I mean? So it's a busy intersection. You got to be careful. A lot of traffic. Because you got people going in and out of these restaurants, pulling in and out of the parking lot of these restaurants. Well, not these, Jack in the Box and the A1 walk. So when you're coming through there, you really shouldn't be flying no way because it's a high volume traffic area. You have to watch out for people. Watch out for people, okay? She said it was a truck flying really fast. It was a car coming out of the Jack in the Box parking lot. The truck hit the car so motherfucking hard. This truck was going so fast. They say they split the car in half. The truck split the car in half. That's how fast the truck was going. Racing. I literally found out later from an eyewitness, a really eyewitness. Truck and somebody else was racing down the driveway. Car pulled out of Jack in the Box. Boom! Hit the car. Split the car in two pieces. There was two passengers in the vehicle that was hit. One of them died. The other one, so messed up. White. These were white people that got hit. The people that hit them were black. Niggas on the dumb shit. And forgive me, spirit, channel spirit, because none of them made it. Nobody made it. So I don't want to speak on the deceased in that manner. So I'm keeping it real. They were doing dumb shit. And look what it cost them. A dude and his chick. I later found out. So hold on, let me finish. Flying down the street. Boom, hit a car. Innocent people coming out of Jack in the Box. Just bought some food. They finna go home and eat, whatever. Boom! Didn't even see it coming. Split the car in two. The passenger in that car died. I found out the driver in that car that got split was so mangled up. Said he had bones protruding out of his shirt. His skeletal form, some of his bones had pierced his skin and was sticking out his body. He survived. The SUV that was flying that hit these people lost control and flipped over the overpass. Fell head first down off the overpass, down onto Highway 55. Flipped over the guardrail and landed on his head, on his hood. Boom. Highway 55. Flipped off the Gravway overpass and landed on Highway 55. Upside down. Nobody survived in that. It's one brother, I was telling you earlier, a couple of people who came, saw me standing there filming, and they, what happened, what happened? I don't know, man. I heard it was an accident. Somebody, his brother and his gear, they pulled over, got out. Dude was like, man, I saw the whole thing, man. He said I was one of the first ones. I was the first one to run down on the highway to check on dude. He said when I got down there and looked in the vehicle because it was upside down. See, I got down and looked in. Dude had got knocked. The driver had got knocked to the back of the SUV and was hanging out the back of the vehicle. Said his skull was cracked through his forehead and his brain was coming out his forehead. Said his neck was smashed like the airbag almost was like an airbag. He was just smashed. Dead. Brother didn't see because his girlfriend was him and his girlfriend in the car. He said, I didn't see her. I didn't get around to her. I guess when he saw a dude, freaked him out, fucked him up. He was kind of like, oh shit, dude ain't make it. So he said he told, this is what I'm told. I don't like to repeat what I'm told if I wasn't there, but this is what I was told, that he was racing one of his family members. The dude who talking to me saying he knew the family member that he was racing. So it's 3 cars involved. The truck who hit the people coming out of Jack in the Box and the vehicle that the truck was racing. The car that the truck was racing kept going. Dude said he came back and told dude, supposedly his brother, hey man, he didn't make it. That's what I was told. Don't know. Again, don't know. So dude said he ran down and looked and seen dude didn't make it. He said he see the passenger. He didn't see the female passenger that was in the vehicle. His girlfriend, the dude that's pulled over and started talking to me, because there was a lady that pulled up. She saw me out there. She pulled up, got out and asked me what's going on, whatever. Then she started trying to talk to me. Bitch was kind of crazy, whatever. But, we were talking nonetheless about life, society, the crazy shit that the youngsters doing now and all of the tragic shit that happens as a result of it. So she was standing up talking to me. So it was me and her. So when dude and his gas saw us, they pulled over and got out. And that's what talking to me about. He went down there and seen that. So his girlfriend said she saw when the fire truck dude went down there, and when he looked in on the passenger side, whatever he saw, she said he jumped back like, oh. Now, this is somebody who's obviously been trained and been in these situations a lot of times if he worked for the emergency personnel department. This is not his first accident scene. This is not his. But whatever he saw when he looked in the passenger side and saw that girl, it was so horrific that even him, with all his experience in this field, it fucked him up. He had obviously never seen nothing like it in his life. And she said he jumped back. I'm thinking she probably was decapitated. Her head probably was cut off. Yeah. Something beyond. See, we got to understand something, man. Our minds are fragile, bro. Yeah, this finite mind we have, bro, or our comprehension of things, man, can be disturbed. We could vision something that can fuck our perception of reality up. It's called being traumatized. It's when something throws your norm and flip it upside down. Everything you thought was normal, everything you thought was it shakes that whole reality up. That's why guys from the war, people from the war come back home, because they saw shit that we were not supposed to see. Not supposed to see, man. You ain't supposed to see no mangled, disfigured human body. That's a whole life. You looking at like a animal or something that, which that's this flesh is nothing but flesh. It houses the spirit, but it has no significance after the spirit is gone. But to still see it in that kind of condition can really mess you up, man. So uh it was terrible, man. For lack of a better word. I wish I could think of a word worse than terrible. And even more tragic than that, man. And then, okay, so I'm out there for like an hour, hour and a half. So people of the victims are starting to come to the scene. Everybody getting word now. They people was in asking who, so everybody pulling up on the jacket block. I heard a lady just scream because the police presence was heavy. It was all over there. I heard a lady scream. I guess the police told her, if that's your daughter or whoever that person was to you, they didn't make it. Um, so I heard a lady screaming. Then I started seeing a bunch of little young guys pulling up, getting out their cars, walking over that way. I'm assuming these are all family. One guy walked past, he got out. What happened? I don't know what happened. Woo, looking kind of shady. And I'm just like, bro, I heard it was an accident. I don't know. So by then, it was me, the lady who stopped first, because my neighbor who initially told me what happened, she went on back home because her husband pulled up on a bike. I guess she didn't want him to see her talking to a black dude, whatever. So whatever. Or maybe she just was time to go home. Her husband home. So whatever. So she goes on to the crib. So now it's me, the black chick who pulled up by herself and got out and was rapping to me about what happened. Me, her, then dude and his chick got out. So it's me, the chick who pulled up first, the dude and his gas. So it's one, two, three, it's four of us all standing on the corner, right here, talking. So a dude walked past. I guess he parked somewhere up the street, whatever. He walked past like y'all know what happened. I think dude and was telling like, yeah, man, it was an accident. Woo, woo. So dude, yeah, after dude walked away, I kind of heard him mumbling something, but I'm still looking at all the shit that's going on. So dude Gail, who was standing there with us, he said, she was like, y'all ain't hear what he said? Like, well, he said, y'all be careful, cause it's finna be careful. It's gonna be some shit. Something he said. So I'm like, I ain't really. I know he was saying something as he was walking away, but I ain't, wasn't paying attention to it. I'm like, but if that's what he said, then I guess you do need to be careful, whatever. So we all like, why would dude say something like that? So I'm thinking to myself, bro, he probably was some kin to the chick who got killed that was in the car with the nigga who was driving crazy. You see what I'm saying? So like so you got families of both victims on the scene. And the family of the female victim feeling some type of way about the family of the male victim because they like he the one who killed my peoples, driving crazy. He killed my people. But the police was there. Heavy presence on them, couldn't do nothing, nobody do shit. Thankfully. Point is, y'all, I'm gonna make a part two to this because it's almost a damn hour long. Point is this, man. It was something that could have been avoided, man. You got I'm gonna say 4 people, even though one survived. To say the way he was all fucked up though, he ain't gonna be the same. And who's to say he ain't gonna later die from his injuries, bro? But you got 4 people who didn't make it home last night. In the blink of an eye. Lives will forever changed or taken. Not a war. You expect casualties in a war. That's the nature of a war. You expect casualties. This ain't no war. This wasn't a war. This was somebody deciding to have a total disregard for life. Life. Have I ever driven crazy? Yes. That's why I finish up and sound like no hypocrite. Yes. Feel good. Sometimes just watch the shit up. You nigga pull up on the side. Yeah, yeah. I done hit it a couple times. God was with me. Spirit was with me. Then in defense of myself, I had limits. I know I ain't finna go that fast. I'm not finna, and I'm watching what's going on ahead of me. So I'm like, oh, let me slow my ass down, quit tripping. I had a moment. Let me fucking chill. That's how fast it happens, man. It don't take blink of an eye. This body is not what you think it is. People put too much faith in this flesh. The ancient writings say, don't put no faith in your flesh. It's the spirit who lives. Sad, y'all. I'm gonna end this one. It's right at an hour. Like I said, I'm gonna make a part 2 to it. We have to start understanding the reality of death and destruction as it relates to life, your physical life. It's fragile, man. This life is real fragile. This body. It's a very tragic end to some poor decisions made by a couple of brothers yesterday because it was nice outside, and and sadly, man, it's gonna be a lot more of these type of accidents. Every summer it get worse. It get worse, man. But I'm gonna touch on this again because there's a lot of more different points I want to make and stuff like that. So, peace. Be looking out for the part 2. Yeah.